Hi everyone. So for this video lecture, we will cover the topics of integration by parts of area, volume, centroid, moments. Yung mga yan. Okay? So let's proceed to the first problem. Ayan. So, di ba, sa previous discussions natin, kapag nakakita ka ng pattern such that yung isang function ay derivative ng isang function, the most suitable method to use is the U substitution. Pero in this case, natural, no? Obvious naman na hindi ito derivative nito. And vice versa. Diba? So, kapag wala ka ng ibang maisip na method, no? Just use the IBP. Or the integration by parts. So, si IBP, yan. Lagi yung may sinusunod na formula which is the integral of u dv is equal to uv minus the integral of v du. Okay? So, in this case, di ba, ang lagi po natin pinipili ay isang u at isang dv. Compared before na lagi natin pinipili ay isang u at isang v. Pero kapag IBP ang usapan, pipili ka ng isang u at ng isang dv. Okay? So, let's assume na ang ating u ay e raised to x. Ang isang du natin ay e raised to x dx, no? Tapos, ang dv nating pinili, in this case, is sine of x plus cosine of x. Kapag in-integrate natin si dv, we will arrive with v. So, integrate natin si sine of x para magkaroon tayo ng value ng v natin. So, integrate natin siya with respect to x. So, ang integral ng sin x is, of course, negative cosine of x. Integral ng cosine of x is sine of x plus c. So, evaluating these values sa ating formula for the IBP, okay? So, this will become the integral of u, ang u natin ay e raised to x, okay? Ang dv natin is, sige, gawin ko lang tong bracket ha. Ayan. So, this will become sine of x plus cosine of x is equal to, ang u natin ay e raised to x. Ang ating v, since ito na yung panibago nating value for v, is now negative cosine of x plus sine of x minus the integral of v, which is equal to negative cosine, wait lang, negative cosine of x plus sine of x, and dapat daw nakamultiply siya sa du, wherein ang du natin ay equal sa ex, o e raised to x dx. Okay? So, ngayon, kung papansin nyo, parang wala tayong masisimplify further pa dyan. Bakit? Kasi, ito, hindi pa ito naka-evaluate, di ba? So, ang ginagawa natin, kasi kapag IBP, integrate tayo ng integrate hanggang sa may makancel tayo. O may pwede tayong makancel. So, sige, kung wala, edi mag-integrate ulit tayo, no? Integrate lang natin na ito. Ito na lang yung gagawin natin, si second term. Sige, gawin ko tong green. Ayan. So, the integral, no? So, second IBP for the second term. Okay? So, for this, no, I will let u is equal to e raised to x. And then du again is, of course, e raised to x dx. And then, ang aking v or dv muna will be negative cosine of x plus sine of x. And then, kapag in-integrate ko si dv, magkakaroon ako ng value ng v. So, i-integrate ko si dv. Ano? So, sige. Integrate natin si negative cosine of x dx plus the integral of sine of x dx. So, evaluating, no, magkakaroon ako ng, di ba, ang integral ng cosine x is positive sine x. So, this will become negative sine of x. Kasi negative to. Diba? Ang integral ng sine of x is negative cosine of x. So, this will become negative cosine of x. plus c. Pero mamaya ko nalalagay yung plus c. Pagtapos na tayo. So, since meron na po tayong, second set ng mga values here, i-evaluate ko lang ulit siya using our formula for the IBP. So, this will become the integral of u, which is e raised to x, times dv natin, which is negative cosine of x plus sine of x, is equal to, ang u natin is e raised to x, ang ating v is, ito na ha, negative sine of x minus cosine of x. Okay. Minus the integral of, again, our v, which is negative sine of x minus cosine of x dx. Sorry. Mamaya pala yung dx. Oops. Ay, ba yan? Wait lang. Multiplied to du. I'm very sorry. No. So, ang du natin is e raised to x dx. Okay, so, ang gagawin ko, medyo i-modify ko lang itong ating formula here, no? Bakit? Kasi, di ba, pag linabas ko, ito, since both of these are negative, actually, pwede kong i-factor out yung negative sign dyan. Lalagay ko dito sa labas. Okay? So, pag nangyari yon, no? Starting from here, ha? Yan, hindi ko na isusulat ito. This one. So, this will become negative e raised to x multiplied by positive sine of x minus, positive na to, sorry. Positive cosine of x. Diba? Similarly, kapag finactor out ko dito, itong sign na to, ito, finactor out ko si negative sign dito sa labas, and ito ay negative din, di ba? Halimbawa, may negative sign dito, na-factor out ka na. So, negative times negative is of course positive. Di ba? So, this will become positive integral of sine of x plus cosine of x e raised to x dx. Okay? So, simplifying again, will give me, parang hindi nakakalito eh. This will become negative e raised to x sine of x plus cosine of x plus the integral of e raised to x sine of x plus cosine of x dx. So, ito, again, ito yung result ng ating second term, nung in-IBP natin siya. And then, ito is yung original natin. So, ito siya. Ito yung original equation natin, di ba? Ito yung una. Yan. Ngayon, instead na ito, ang isulat ko dyan, ang isusulat ko na po ay itong panibago. Okay? So, in this case, no, e raised to x, blah, 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 minus, ito na. Okay? So, syempre, negative times negative will be positive. So, lagyan lang natin ng positive dito, no? Positive e raised to x. Pwede ka na nga siya actually. Sige, mamaya na lang. E raised to x sine of x plus cosine of x. Ayan. Tapos, syempre, kanina ay negative to, diba? Times positive is still negative. So, this will become negative e raised to x times sine of x plus cosine of x dx. Okay, lagyan natin ito ng dx. Ayan. Ngayon, since ito, kung papansin nyo, ito, in terms of its terms ha, ay similar dito. Negative lang to. So, kapag linipat ko pala ito, dito, transpose ko siya dito ha, magiging positive na din to. So, kapag magiging positive siya, mag-a-add siya. Diba? So, this will become 2 times the integral of e raised to x sine of x plus cosine of x is equal to, ngayon, kapag in-evaluate ko to, this will become e raised to x or negative e raised to x cosine of x plus e raised to x sine of x plus, again, i-distribute ko din, this will become e raised to x sine of x plus e raised to x cosine of x. Ngayon, pwede ako mag-cancel. Diba? Bakit? Ito'y negative, ito'y positive, maka-cancel ko yan. Tama? So, this will become 2 integral of e raised to x sine of x plus cosine of x is equal to 2 e raised to x sine of x. We divide both sides by 2. So, kapag nangyari yan, makakancel lang dyan si 2. So, the integral of e raised to x sine of x plus cosine of x. Wait lang. This should be a bracket, no? Ay equal po pala sa e raised to x sine of x plus c. Okay? So, kung ibabalik mo siya sa formula, ibig sabihin lang na ang integral po pala ng ating u dv ay equal sa e raised to x sine of x plus c. And that is our final answer. So, since may final answer na tayo, no, just to check kung tama ba yun, let's use our calculators, no. So, di ba, sabi ko dati, no, basta, kahit anong calculus yan, integral, differential, dapat ang iyong mode ay nakaset sa rad mode. Kasi kapag naka-degree mode yan, mag-iba ng sagot yan. Okay, so, let's proceed, no. Di ba, yung given sa atin, which is yung e raised to x, no, times sin x, cosine x, plus cosine x, no, yun is nakaderive na. And yung final answer natin is actually hindi pa nakaderive. So, gagawin natin, we want to equate the two. Okay, so such that si e raised to x, yan, will be multiplied by sine of x, plus cosine of x. Yan. Check lang natin yung parenthesis natin para at least hindi nalilito, no? Okay. Oops, may sobra tayong parenthesis. Ayan. So, ngayon, no, ikakalk natin. Let's use the default value which is 0.01. Okay? Ngayon, yung answer nan, i-store lang po natin sa A. Okay? And then, punta tayo sa choices. Say, for example, nasa choices yung e raised to x, sine of x. Okay? Ngayon, hindi pa yun nakaderive, di ba? So, i-derive natin. Para at least, equal na siya ngayon doon sa derived version dong value niya. Okay? So, let's derive lang, no? Actually, pwede nyo nang i-diretso eh. No? I-divide na agad natin kay A. Ayan. So, punta lang tayo dito. Let's make sure of the parentheses. So, lagay natin sa loob si e raised to x times sine of x. Then yung parentheses. And then, kung ano yung ginamit mong x sa una, yun din yung gagamitin mo dito. So, that's 0.01. And evaluating, para masabi mong correct yung answer mo, tama si e raised to x, sine of x, dapat ang answer dyan is 1 or approximately 1. So, let's check. Ayan. So, 1. So, that is the correct answer. Okay, so for the second item, no, this is an example of a definite integral. Diba? During our first discussion, we defined a definite integral as the integral of a certain function here with limits from a to b. Okay, so ang gagawin mo lang, kapag definite integral, actually mas madali siya doon sa indefinite integral. Bakit? Kasi meron niyang function sa calculator nyo. Pero, I'll just show you the, the manual process of solving a definite integral. So, ang gagawin mo lang dyan, syempre, evaluate mo to. Kukunin mo yung integral ni f of x. Okay, so for example, ang integral ni function nito is just a capital F, no? And then, gagawin mo lang, sige, lagyan natin dito. Isa-substitute mo si upper limit, so that's b, and then susubtract mo siya sa sagot evaluated at the lower limit. And then, yun na yun. Okay? So, let's answer this problem, no? Okay. So, kapag kinalculator mo yan, no, I'm expecting na ang lalabas dyan ay math error. No. Bakit, ma'am? Sige, from upper limit to lower limit. Okay? Ngayon, say for example, no, sinubstitute natin si lower limit. Tama ba na this will become undefined? Kasi may 0 eh. 1 over 0 is always undefined. So, kahit ilagay mo yan sa calculator mo, no, math error ang lalabas dyan. So, let's resort to the manual process of solving this. Okay? Sige, ang gawin natin, ang first step mo, i-evaluate mo to. Kunin mo yung integral nito. Okay? So, pwede ko siyang i-rewrite kasi, dito, pwede ko siyang i-rewrite as the limit of x raised to negative 1/2. Kasi pag ginawa ko tong, di ba, ang rule natin, kapag nakita ka ng radical sign, ang gagawin mo, i-convert mo siya into exponential form. So, in this case, may siyang x raised to 1/2. Ay, nasa denominator siya. So, inenegate ko. Tama, inenegate ko siya, kaya siya naging negative. So, with that, no, pwede ko siyang gamitan ng power rule for integration. So, ano mangyayari? So, this will become negative 1/2 plus 1. Sige, pakita ko na. Negative 1/2 plus 1. And then, meron ka ditong negative 1/2 plus 1 din. And then, you will evaluate this, no, this result from the limits of from 0 to 1. Sige, evaluate natin. Diba, this will become x raised to 1/2 or positive 1/2 all over the positive 1/2. And then, kapag in-evaluate mo yan, no, from 0 to 1, sige, try natin. This will become 1 raised to 1/2 all over 1/2 minus, of course, this will become 0 raised to 1/2 all over 1/2. And the result should be 2. Ngayon, kung ipapakita ko siya sa calculator, no, natural na magiging undefined ang sagot dyan. Sige, for demonstration purposes, lagay natin si alpha x. Limits from 0 to 1, so naka-rad mode na yan, wala tayong problema dyan. Lagay lang natin yung mismong given. Ayan. O, diba? Math error. Pero, kapag naging ganan ang case, no, magkakabahan. Bakit? Papalitan mo lang to, oh. Kasi ayaw mo siya maging 0, exactly 0. Kasi nga, pag naging exactly 0 siya, magiging undefined. And magmamath error nga. So, what you will do, lalagyan mo lang to, increment mo lang si 0 ng sobrang liit. So, what you will do, papalitan mo lang siya ng sobrang liit na value dito. Okay? You can use 1 times 10 raised to negative 5. And kapag in-evaluate mo siya, the answer should be or approximately 2. So, in this case, it's 1.99 or approximately 2. So, this is an example of multiple integration. Okay? However, kapag gumamit ka ng calculator dyan, it will be impractical. Bakit? The upper limit here is not a constant. It's y, it's a variable. So, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-evaluate using your calculator kaagad. Kasi nga, may variable ka. All limits should be constant. Okay, sige, lagay ko dito. Lagay ko dito ang note. Note. All limits must be a constant. Okay? Wala kang makikitang variable dapat. So, kung gano'n ang usapan, mano-mano ang gagawin natin. Gagawin mo lang, si loob para sa loob, and si labas para sa labas. Okay? Kasi nung unahin ko, laging si loob ang unahin mo. Okay? Sige, let's go with the first step. Let's solve the inside. Okay? So, this will become the integral of 3x squared plus 9y squared dx, limits from 0 to y. And then, ang gagawin ko lang, no, I will distribute the integral sign. So, this will become the integral of 3x squared dx, limits from 0 to y. And then, i-add ko siya sa integral of 9y squared dx, limits from 0 to y. Lahat ng hindi x ay constant. Okay? Again, lahat ng hindi x ay constant in this case kasi we are integrating with respect to x. So, kung hindi siya x, treat it as a constant. So, in this case, meron tayong x dito. Ilalabas ko lang si 3 since 3 is a constant. Kapag in-evaluate ko to, okay, kinuha ko yung integral nito, this will become x cubed all over 3, okay, evaluated from 0 to y, plus, okay, lalabas ko lang dito si 9y squared kasi hindi naman siya x. So, I will treat this as a constant. So, na matitira sa akin, this will become the integral of dx. The integral of dx is, of course, x plus c. Okay? So, lagay ko lang dito, x evaluated from 0 to y. Okay? So, in this case, no, lalabas ko lang, so makakancel naman to. Therefore, ang simplified version will become x cubed plus 9y squared x, okay, evaluated from 0 to y. So, papalitan ko lang to. This will become y cubed plus 9y squared y. So, hindi ko na ilalagay dito yung 0, yung evaluated at 0 or the lower limit. Bakit? Kasi anything you multiply by 0 will be, of course, 0. So, hindi ko siya ilalagay. Okay? Matitira sa akin ay ganito na lang. So, simplifying, this will become y cubed plus 9y cubed. And then, this will be your new function. Okay? Ito na ngayon yung evaluate mo with respect to y. So, now, we have our new function. And evaluate ko na siya ngayon with respect to y. So, this will become the limit of y cubed plus 9y cubed dy, limits from 0 to 2. Actually, pwede mo na ngayon i-calculator pero I'll show you the step-by-step process. Okay? So, lalagay ko, the integral of y cubed dy limits from 0 to 2. This should be 2. Wait lang. Plus, lalabas ko na si 9 kasi si 9 po ay constant. So, matitira sa akin is the integral of y cubed dy limits from 0 to 2. So, of course, kapag in-evaluate ko to, this will become y raised to 4 all over 4 plus 9y raised to 4 all over 4 evaluated from 0 to 2. Since these two, ayan ha, kitang-kita nyo naman na ito ay similar dito, pwede ko silang ipag-combine so that ha, yung magiging aking simplified version is 10 over 4, or actually, pwede ko nga siyang isulat as 5 all over 2 eh. Okay? 5 over 2 multiplied to y raised to 4, and then evaluate mo siya from 0 to 2. Again, hindi ko na isusulat pa yung evaluated at 0 kasi syempre may 0 lang naman yun. So, this will become 5 all over 2 times 2 raised to 4, and you should get an answer of 40. So, for the fourth problem, no, let's have this one. So, 9 ko muna again yung nasa loob. Okay, so this will become the integral of 40 dy limits from 2 to 4 minus the integral of 2xy dy limits from 2 to 4. Again, kapag hindi siya y, okay, that's a constant kasi we are integrating with respect to y naman. So, since 40 is a constant, ilalabas ko lang po siya, and the integral of dy will of course be y minus, okay, so si 2x dyan ay constant kasi hindi naman siya y. So, ang mangyayari, this will become 2x. The integral of y is y squared all over 2. And then, syempre, pwede yan makancel. Ang matitira po sa atin is 40y minus x y squared. Okay, evaluate ko lang siya, 2 to 4. And then, evaluate ko lang siya from 2 to 4. And then, lagay natin siya dito. Okay? Substitute natin yung value. So, this will become 40. The upper limit is 4 minus x. The upper limit, again, is 4 squared. Okay? Minus 40 times 2 minus x 2 squared. So this will give me 40 times 4 is 160 minus 4 squared is 16x minus 80 kasi didistribute nyo po ito dito and dito. So this will become 4x. Negative times negative is positive 4x. So, syempre, simplifying the equation, this will give me negative 12x plus, 80. Okay? So, negative 12. So, this will be our new equation. So, second part naman, so let's have the outside term using our new function here. So, mangyari lang sa kanya, the integral of negative 12x plus 80 with respect to x or dx, okay? Limits from 1 to 3. So, again, pwede mo siyang i-diretso, pwedeng step by step ang gawin po natin. So, this will become the integral of, lalabas ko si negative 12 ha, kasi constant po siya, of x limits from 1 to 3 plus, lalabas ko lang si 80 kasi constant si 80, integral of dx with limits from 1 to 3. So, therefore, this will become negative 12 x squared all over 2 evaluated from 1 to 3 plus 80. The integral of dx is of course x evaluated from 1 to 3. Okay? So, pwede itong makancel, masimplify. This will become negative 6x squared plus 80x. Evaluated from 1 to 3. So, sige, evaluate lang natin, guys, no? So, this will become negative 6, 3 squared. Lagay lang tayo ng bracket dito para hindi nakakalito. Plus 80 times 3. Okay, minus negative 6, 1 squared plus 81 times 1. Okay? So, of course, negative 6 times 9, that's negative 54. Plus 80 times 3 is 240. Minus, of course, pag distribute po natin, this will become positive 6. And then, pag distribute po natin, this will become negative 80. And simplifying the equation, you should get an answer of 112. For the traditional method of solving this, I will leave the task to you. Okay, so what I will do is I will show how to use your calculators to solve multiple integration problems. So, di ba, kapag pinindot ko to, lagi yung dx. Never yan magiging dy, dz, or whatsoever. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kung dx lang to, lahat dapat ang variables ko ay in terms of x. Okay, so in this case, let's start first with the loob. Okay, so since ang x value lang naman natin sa loob ng ating main function is x itself, so lagay ko lang dito is x. Okay? So, ang limits ni dx is 0 to 1. Okay? Next, susundan ko agad siya. Wala akong nilagay na operator, ha? Susundan ko agad siya ng dy. So, ang ating y dito ay y din. Okay? Tapos, ang limits niya ay 0 to 3. And then, for the last term, okay? Si z. Dapat with respect to z tayo. So, ang z natin dito sa loob ay z squared. So, I will type x squared. Ay, nag-double pala. Okay, wait lang. Ayan. So, I'll do x squared here. Limits niya is from negative 1 to 2. Ay, to 2. So, I should get an answer of 27 over 4. Okay. Yun lang.